like sleeping so much. Huh?
It's just me, Jack.
Good afternoon.
Isn't it a bit early for you?
I missed our invigorating conversations. Has Stephen brought the body?
Yeah, the trolley's in the hall. Maybe wheeling it to the dissection room will be invigorating enough for you.
I've missed how friendly and helpful you are. I think I'll get straight to work on this one. Focusing on something will do me some good. Christ, this one's heavy. Hey, Mr. Ridley, I need help. I can't lift this bag myself. Ridley! Ugh, wasn't easy, but at least I can start. A new package must have arrived. I guess Dorothy ordered it. I think I'll skip recording a video for the students today. They don't need to see me and the body. Ugh. And they'll still have the accompanying photo. November 27th, 1991. 5:14 p.m. James Evans Jr. Evans had previous. The body was found in a. The police photos show that the body was not even particular. Sounds disturbing. I wonder what condition the body is in then. I'll start by opening the bag. Oh, fuck. I didn't expect this level of mutilation. This is going to be a dirty job. I'll check through the bag the police left. Maybe there will be something worth noting about the victim's clothes. Plain cotton tee. Classic jeans. Certainly not my style. Traces of blood and plasma. It could have been used to stop or reduce bleeding. Is this? Interesting. Most of the blood is visible around the necklace. Something stuck here. It looks like some kind of... The bloodstains don't appear to be related to any injuries on the body. A lighter, engraved... It looks somehow... it's probably a coincidence. Traces of dirt mixed with... And here, another animal suit. The only thing I can tell from the clothes is that before his death, have mainly traces of soil. Okay, I'll take a look at the scales. They seem too different. Dorothy once brought an animal encyclopedia here. She performed an autopsy on an exotic animal smuggler. The guy suffered an accident while not a bud. People. Who is this? Alright. Local wild. Not this area. Not. What kind is this? Oh, yes. I only need to concentrate on the crocodile chap. An interesting pattern, very diverse, but that's not the one. How it doesn't seem to be fake. Very similar, but the color is slightly different. Well, this scale makes more sense than the previous one. How did it end up here? So, either someone donned in crocodile products was around the deceased, or one of them attacked him. I'll examine the body and take photos. If an animal attacked him, there'll be traces. Ugh. Christ. Why am I so tired? Some coffee would be nice. What was I supposed to... Ah, the pictures. I'll have to show them to Dorothy. Too bad that we no longer keep our ranking. With something like that, I would come out on top. There hasn't been a case like this for... Alright, I'll begin. The deceased's skin is smooth and taut. Such a wound could not have occurred during the victim's lifetime. Nasty. It's unlikely that a human would make such a wound. This wound appears to have been made by a sharp instrument. Interesting. This needs to be investigated further. No head. That's not hard to miss. Oh. And as expected, there's a bite. Evans couldn't have tied himself up like that. It looks like some sort of attack or kidnapping. There are also clear traces of the deceased's ankles being bound in some way. I need to gather my thoughts together. And look at these photos. It seems that this case will... I wonder whether the decapitation took place before or the work of animals can be seen here. The question is which... I have some suspicions about these marks. This looks very promising. The bite is clearly visible. It should be easy to compare with the encyclopedia and identify the culprit. I hope I put it in right. I can never remember whether it was image up or image down. At university, I didn't have... some tracing paper, a pencil, and I can check these in the encyclopedia. Now, did I leave them in a drawer? Or maybe a box somewhere? Ugh. I don't remember if I left them out somewhere. Oh, looks like I can tidy up after myself. Sometimes. A very, nature-driven case so far. I'll have to consult the encyclopedia again. Good thing Dorothy left it here. Otherwise, I would have had to run back to my place to get some. Makes sense. This would also explain the mold found in the clothes. It turns out that some of the wounds can be safely blamed on local alligators. However, we cannot blame them for the decapitation. It's not these animals we should be afraid of here. I should make some notes and start the autopsy. Ugh. And look for a Mississippi alligator. It's strange that several stab wounds have it looks like the killer might have missed before they... It doesn't look good. Evans was... The imprints are quite deep and even the looks of... The result of an animal tearing at its body, eaten genital. There are the bite. I need to... Looks like an uneven bite. Maybe they're... Evan's right side. Very strong binding. You can see... There's no end to playing zoologist today. I need a tool with dental impression cement. Can I find it here? No. It's probably lying somewhere around the... I hope the cement hasn't expired. A month after the due date. That could be worse. Now I need to cover the bite area. Wait until it hardens. I think it's ready. The cast looks quite contaminated from the other wounds in that area. Well, let's hope the imprint turns out better. Brush, ink, and paper. Similar to taking fingerprints. Paint over the area. And put a piece of paper on it. That's very strange. I'll run it through the fax and check it on the computer. I really don't want to believe what I'm seeing. I wasn't sure it would amount to anything, but the World Wide Web has been a blessing for speeding up my work. Loading. What? Wow. This is, well, this is quite unexpected. Human teeth. Oh, fuck. I need to tell this to Stephen. Loading. It'll probably take a while. Loading. It'll probably take a while. Loading. It'll probably take a while. Finally. What? The partial impression I have may match several people. Another input. No. It doesn't fit. This one. I'm afraid this will remain a mystery. The killer's profile is getting more and more. I'm going back to the body. I need to make a note before I start the dissection. You can see that the torn tissue, this wound turned out to be more troublesome than I thought. Maybe something chased that alligator away before it bit down properly? They look quite shallow. Someone must have inflicted these with some sort of primitive tool. For the perfect breeding ground for larvae. For the abdominal, alligators rarely kill. I need to verify how deep these wounds go. If they punctured the organs, hemorrhaging could have occurred. Man. Time for internal analysis. Finally. First of all, I'll try to determine whether death occurred before the decapitation. With the scalpel, I'll open the deceased's chest. I cut deep, in a straight line, avoiding the navel. We see a lot of fat tissue under the skin. When I remove the ribs, I expect to see even more fat on the organ. Correct. High levels of the deceased smoked cigarettes. And this is, well, it didn't look like the holes were that such or they appear to be of different depths. Open pneumothorax. The deceased and I wonder what the heart looks like then. The organ is enlarged with very clear, but similarly to there is a trace of puncture with a sharp object. In pneumothorax, the heart rate increases. In the event of such an disorder, in turn, could lead to cardiac tamponade, which is Evans, however, is clean, considering this turn of events. This all looks... The organ is fatty and enlarged. The beginnings of cirrhosis are obvious. Well, that's it. This time... So, I proceed. Like most other organs, it is fatty and clearly enlarged, not to mention swollen, partially due to gases, but mainly due to the deceased's lifestyle. I take the organ to the cutting board. The outside is intact. I'm going to check the contents. Sounds like there's an unusually large amount of undigested, and now rotten stomach contents inside.